Hello everyone, it's just Emma here, otherwise known as Miss Cavi Queen, and I'm here with Pippin sitting in my lap because he's going to help me today in doing a video on fleece versus bedding. Now I have done some videos on each of the subjects, like how to clean out a cage that is using bedding, as well as fleece, how to clean that. But today I'm just going to go over what the pros and cons of each of them. There's Pippin going along and exploring. We're just on my bed. But yeah, so I'm going to start off with fleece. Come here, silly. I don't know what you're doing. So for fleece, a lot of people like it because it is environmentally better in that you're not producing as much waste. Really, the only thing you're throwing out each week is the guinea pig poop and whatever waste there is that way. So here's just a piece of fleece so you can see what it looks like if you haven't used it before. It's extremely soft, which is nice on their feet. For me anyways, I do one load of laundry a week for my guinea pigs, like for only their things. And Pippin's looking at the dustpan. But I added it out, or did the math, and for me it only costs $5 a week, which is much cheaper than bedding for me. So for a load of, oh, I just got mail, sorry, it scared me. For a load of laundry in the washing machine and the dryer, and that's towels, beds, and the fleece blanket, it costs me $5 a week. So that's pretty good, not too bad, because that's doing all my pigs' cages. And you do have to do daily sweeping for your guinea pig's fleece. Come here, Pippin. So you want to have like a little broom and dustpan or something like this, and you just want to sweep off the fur and the droppings and everything, whatever leftover hay there is if they're not eating it. So you want to do that on a daily basis, and then you want to wash everything out each week. So that's not too bad. So yeah, if you want to use fleece, you want to get yourself one of those. And then as for washing it in, Pippin, don't chew on that. For washing it in the washing machine, you just want to use a regular laundry detergent. You never want to use fabric softener because it will reduce the ability for the fleece to wick away moisture into the towel below. So don't want to do that. So I just use regular Gain laundry detergent. Get back here, Pippin. There he is. And then you also, you want to use something like a bounce dryer sheet. Right, Pippin? Makes it smell nice too, doesn't it? So just a normal dryer sheet. And I find this helps. It helps it so it's not as staticky, and it helps take the fur off. And yeah, just repels the fur. It even says somewhere on here. It is good for, yeah, freshness, controls static, softens fabric, and helps repel pet hair. So that's what I use. They're great. Another pro for using fleece is you can use soft beds. Not that you can't with bedding, but I find it's, here, be a model, Pippin. I just find it's harder to use beds and nice things like that on bedding. Just because it gets stuck, like if you're using shavings, it gets all stuck to it, so you really can't use it with bedding. And what else? There's not much odor, I find, to fleece in comparison to wood or recycled paper bedding, so I find fleece is much better for odor control because you are sweeping it out every day. And finally, it just looks much cuter because you can get fun patterns and colors and stuff like that. So that is what I have to say about fleece. Now I'm going to talk about bedding, as Pippin is sitting in his little cute bed. So the bedding that I used was Boxo, and it's just a small animal bedding made from recycled materials. It's kind of like a mulched up cardboard, actually. If you see it there, I only have a bit left because I stopped using it and switched to fleece. But I do like using bedding for my big CNC cage, just because I find it's almost too big for me to sweep out. I might be switching this summer when I'm back in my CNC cages. I might be switching to fleece, and I'm thinking about maybe making some fleece liners or something. But anyways, we'll see. Come on, Pippin. Oh, I set Pash off. So yeah, Carefresh is a good litter. You never want to use pine or cedar shavings. You can use aspen, or yeah, that's really the only good wood bedding. But otherwise I'd stick to Boxo or Carefresh, or I think Living World now has its own kind of version of Carefresh. But if it's a recycled paper material, it's safe. And yeah, you can always use it in their litter boxes too. So what else? It does produce a lot of waste, so it's not quite as environmentally friendly because you are every week throwing out a big amount of this. Pippin, what are you doing? He's being silly. He's burrowing under this. Get out of there. But yeah, so you are producing a lot of this, and now he's under the Boxo shavings. But so it's maybe not as environmentally friendly. I mean, I guess with fleece you are washing it each week, so you're using water. But you can always compost this though if you do use a recycled bedding. That's actually what I do at home. So there's always a way to be green if you want to be. For cleaning out, you want to get yourself a scoop. I just have like a cat litter scoop. Just got it at a dollar store. It's cheap, or you can use a dustpan if you prefer. So you want to scoop everything out. Fleece needs to be cleaned weekly. It has to be changed weekly. I'm just going to try. There's Pippin under there. Have to clean it weekly because even if you only have one guinea pig, it will build up. So that's one good thing about bedding, is that you don't necessarily have to change it every day like fleece where you're sweeping it out every day. With the bedding, you can just do a once a week weekly cleaning, provided you have a good amount of bedding. But sometimes you might want to clean it weekly depending on how messy your guinea pigs are and stuff like that. So after you've scooped out all of your litter, you want to either wipe it down with some deodorizing cage wipes, and they just get rid of any bacteria. They're great, really handy if you don't feel like taking it outside and washing it with a hose or in your sink. You can just use that if there's not too much of urine buildup. Or you can just get a good sponge with a good scrubby end and use some soapy water or water and vinegar and just give it a good scrub down. And it'll take off any of the urine stains, because I find with using bedding, because you're leaving it for a week and you're not cleaning it out every day and there's no towel to absorb urine, I find that you do get more urine stains with it. So something else I don't like about litter or using the bedding is that I find my guinea pigs kick it up a lot when they're running around and popcorning. So I end up vacuuming my apartment a lot more when I have them on bedding, because they just make a mess. Luckily, when I just have them on fleece, that doesn't happen. Pippin, are you hiding? Come on out. He's got his little hideout under there. And then for bedding, I find it's easier to just use things like wooden houses or tunnels and that sort of thing, because you can just wash the bedding off it or any stains. Whereas, like I said, if you use soft things, which you still can, by all means, you can still use soft bedding, but it just gets really stuck to it. So it's kind of irritating to clean. And then I also would say that bedding is more expensive than fleece, because it costs about $10 a week, I would say, roughly, because you have to, I mean, this is the big bag that I buy for my guinea pigs. Get in there, Pippin. You don't have to buy that if you only have a couple guinea pigs. Might be cheaper to buy it in a bigger bag, actually. But if you're buying like one of those smaller bags of Carefresh kind of litter, then it's going to be about $10, because it can actually, it is quite a bit. It's expensive, their bedding. So it's going to be about $10 per bag per week for them. So in that case, fleece is more, cheaper to use. Hey, you found the little house, Pippin. I think I've got that. Also, I do find bedding is quite absorbent for urine. I just don't like it as much, because then they are sitting on it for a week, unless you're like kind of mixing everything up, so with some fresh litter. But you're not taking out any of the poop until the end of the week, or if you change it more often. So it's not quite as well. And I do find it has more odor because of that reason. And it is fun though. You can get fun colors of the Carefresh bedding, which is nice. So you could also have cute patterns, or cute colors, I should say, for Boxo, just like you can for fleece. So yeah, I'll just kind of wrap up. Both are great options for your guinea pig if you're going to use recycled bedding materials or fleece. Both are good. They're both safe for your guinea pig. It all just depends what your preference is, how much time you have on your hands to clean out your guinea pigs, and everything like that. So thanks for watching, everyone. I hope my video was useful, helpful. I'll see you next time. Bye.